Hi everyone, Jits over 50 here. I just wanted to go over injuries in Jiu-Jitsu and some of my injuries and my most recent injury, sadly. So, you know, over the course of Jiu-Jitsu, you're going to have injuries, but that's why I preach going much slower. If you slow your speed and tempo and strength by 20 or 30%, you'll find your injuries will become almost non-existent. You're still going to get injured no matter what because it's a combat sport over a many-year period of training. I missed 4 years of training due to injury. So I started almost 18 years ago, but I missed 4 years due to injury. 6 months here, 3 months here, a month here, but when it all added up, which I kept track, it came out to a little bit over 4 years. So I've had, you know, a popped rib, I've had a broken wrist, I had a broken foot. I've been through the gambit. You know, this is why I preach this, because I've been like everyone else. I go at it like, you know, it's a real match all the time, and that's what ends up happening. You end up with these injuries. So even by going easy recently, I've succumbed to a recent injury, which was my knee was up in the air and somebody hit it from the side, not even that hard, and my right and the inside, my MCL popped. I felt it. But I was hoping it was just something in my knee, just a popping sound. Maybe it wasn't that important. I didn't really feel it at the time due to the adrenaline. So I was still able to roll another couple of rounds without it, you know, screaming in pain or anything. It was that night when I got up to go to the bathroom that I found how much it was hurting. I couldn't get out of bed. My wife had to help me out of bed. I couldn't lift my leg up to make that initial motion to get out of bed. It was super painful. But every day after that, it was a lot better, and I'm thinking that it was probably either a minor tear or a partial tear, hopefully not a full tear. I've been taking off. You know, I took off four weeks already, and it looks like it's going to be another week or two before I go back. And I just wanted to you know, go over that. You have to take time off when you're injured. If you just run back to training, you know, a week later and, you know, oh, I think it's better because it doesn't hurt when I'm doing nothing, you'll find once you put it under stress, it could become a lot worse injury, or, you know, something where it could even require surgery, or become a chronic injury where it hurts all the time and you just kind of, you know, you grin and bear it. But with these injuries, especially chronic injuries, as you age, it could become debilitating. I mean, it could become where, you know, you can't hold a cup of coffee or you can't stand for long periods of time. And me as a professional photographer, I can't afford that. I can't afford for that to happen because I'm shooting weddings and I'm on my feet all the time. So that's another reason why I'm extra careful. As far as this injury goes, I've taken, you know, like I said, I've taken time off, but I'm still doing things to rehabilitate it, leg exercises, you know, bringing my heel back, doing squats, holding on to something. I'm still training with weights 4 days a week, sometimes 5. So I'm still keeping in shape, just in a different way. You know, obviously my jiu-jitsu cardio is not going to be the same as when I go back. But that'll come back in a week or two, probably. It doesn't take that long. So remember, when you're injured, take time off. Don't let it grow into something worse. You know, there's no reason to push yourself. The real discipline comes when training, when you're able to take off and not go, even though you're dying to go. Of course, we want to go and train all the time. I mean, for me, the discipline isn't going to train. That's my main priority in life. But it takes a true discipline to stop training once you're injured and give yourself more than enough time than you think you need. So if you're at 3 weeks or 4 weeks and it doesn't hurt, remember, once you put it under stress, it could become re-injured, and now you have to redo those 4 weeks. So again, since I've been training 18 years. I missed 4 years due to injury. And I just don't want to see that happen to other people, because when I think about it, man, if I could have got, you know, my brown belt 6 years ago, you know, and then with 4 years minus, I'd be a black belt already. You know, we want to obviously get to that belt as soon as possible, but not by rushing our training, but by nursing our injuries. So I just wanted to go over this with you and let you know that it's okay to take some time off. And also what's interesting is when you do take time off, for me, when I finally go back, it's like I have a fresh pair of eyes on jiu-jitsu. I have a fresh pair of eyes on everything, you know, so it's not like I lost technique. I feel like I actually gained technique by utilizing a new perspective. So believe it or not, and also there's a lot of micro injuries that are healing up, you know, different little things that might have been bothering me, and I'm talking minor things. everything just seems to heal up in that time. So I think sometimes when you get injured, your body's telling you, listen, take off a month. I know you wouldn't do it normally, but we're going to force you into it. And like I said, it gains a fresh perspective when you come back, or at least I feel that way. You know, so I come back and I'm seeing things that seem, I guess, more obvious. You know, when you're so close to something, sometimes you don't notice the most obvious things. So when I came back, I'm realizing a lot of little things that I could change, and I'm changing them, you know, on the fly. Or at least that's been my experience coming back from other injuries. So again, we want to stay as safe as possible. So even going easy, I ended up having an injury that took me out for 4 weeks, you know, an MCL injury. Obviously, there's a few different ligaments that connect your thigh to your shin through your knee, and these ligaments are susceptible to injury. It's different than pulling a muscle. You know, and also they don't have as much blood flowing through them, a ligament, so what ends up happening is they really take a long time to heal. But that's why I've started riding my skateboard again. I've also been walking a lot, squats, exercises with my leg, because I find that doing that gets blood flowing through. You know, you're forcing blood through a place that might not get a lot of it normally. So injury is part of jiu-jitsu, and I'm just trying to, you know, share my experience with you, and hopefully you can avoid it. You know, it was hard to avoid. I mean, I was in guard with my knee up, and somebody just hit it from the outside. Not even that hard. And the left inside of my knee popped instantly, so the force went right through. So if we go a little bit easier, you know, when you lift your head and somebody hits you with their head or something, you'll just get maybe a bruise, or it'll just hurt for a moment. But if they're going crazy and they pick their head up really fast, you could end up with stitches. You could end up, you know, and going for stitches is a pain in the neck. I mean, let's be honest. It's not the end of the world. It just becomes a nuisance. Thankfully, I haven't gone for any yet. I don't want to jinx myself, but so I just want to let you know, that's why I did the reissue recently of the 59-year-old white belt, because I haven't really been able to make new videos. But also the first video, Rolling with Donnie, the 59-year-old white belt, where I said he really came after me, that video is getting a ton of views and a ton of subscribers right now. So I'm trying to make material for those people that maybe didn't see the first video. I mean, the second part of the first video. So I reissued it. These videos are from 2 years ago when I was a purple belt. So I just want everybody to understand, you know, why I did that. It's not like I'm going to keep, I'm not the George Lucas of jiu-jitsu, as somebody said recently. So there'll be plenty of new stuff coming out, and I have my new sponsor, Tap House. I also just want to talk. As of right now, I mean, Trump's meeting with the Canadian Prime Minister or the leader, and hopefully we could get this tariffs thing resolved. But right now there are tariffs if you order from Tap House. But his prices are so cheap. Like, I noticed the bag he sent me is so high quality, and it's only like $100. So he pays for the shipping, and the prices are already very cheap. So if you have to pay a tariff, it's not the end of the world, but I don't want anybody to be surprised when you get hit with it if you were to order right now. Again, I don't want to discourage anyone, but I don't want to have anybody getting upset with me when this tariff hits up. You know, it's like I said, he pays for the shipping, and the prices are already very cheap. I think the gis are somewhat around the $100 range, a little bit above. So check out the link in the description, and hopefully you see something you like. They have mouthpieces, rash guards, everything. This shirt, which I really like, and it has this logo on the back. And that's it. So I'm just checking in. You know, I want to thank everybody for helping the channel reach 25,000 subscribers on September 10th. We've already gone through that pretty quickly, and the growth is great, and I owe it all to you. You know, and I'm just going to keep trying to make the best videos I can, the most informative, and continue to be, as one person recently said, the Mr. Rogers of Jiu-Jitsu. So thank you for watching. Also, I wanted to say, I have an Instagram channel and I have a Facebook channel, so Facebook page, so you could go on there and please subscribe, Jits Over 50. You can find me in both places. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Stay safe.